What's up, YouTube? Another minor league Monday today. We're doing the week 10 recap for today's recap. We're actually going to do a futures game recap as well. We're going to have a double upload today, but this is going to be the first part. I was busy yesterday on Sunday. Was just doing a lot of stuff. Had a really long week at work. Just didn't work out for yesterday. So we're doing the minor league recap today on Monday. So we're going to jump into a video pretty quick here, so the video isn't too long. So this week we had some really good performances, a couple standout performances for sure, but it definitely was a slower week in the minor leagues. A couple of the top prospects did miss a game or two this week because they're traveling to the futures game, stuff like that. So was a slower week, I'll say that. But anyways, we're going to jump straight into it today. If you guys like these minor league recaps, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments, maybe if I forgot somebody. Put their stat lines down in the comments below as always, so me and whoever's watching this video can see, hey, maybe I missed somebody. So let's do it. Let's start off with low A baseball. So last week I didn't include any pitchers, so I wanted to really include a pitcher this week. Mick Abel, he's the 15th overall pick this year in the 2020 draft. He plays for the Philadelphia Phillies. Right now he's with the low A Clearwater Threshers, and this week he was unhittable. He had 5 innings pitched, no hits, no runs. He walked 4 people, so one little downside there, but a no-hitter through 5 for Mick Abel this week. With Mick Abel, you know, he's a pitcher I really like. He has just electric stuff. He can touch close to 100 miles an hour straight out of high school. Obviously has some control problems. As you guys can see, he's walked a lot of people this year in his starts. So definitely the downside of him, he doesn't give up a ton of hits, but he has given up a decent amount of runs because of those free bases. He's walking a lot of people right now. So something to look for, but hey, no-hitter this week. Next player up, Trevor Hover, second week in a row making the video. He's been on a couple times now this year. Really sad his home run for this week. The video is like messed up for some reason because it was an absolute bomb. Shows just how short his swing is. This week over 7 games, he hit .350 with a .517 on base percentage, 1167 OPS. He hit 1 home run, 1 triple, 1 double. So a little bit of everything on the extra base hits. He also had 7 hits in 7 games, and he walked 8 times. So Trevor Hover makes the week last week and this week. He's on a really good streak right now. Hopefully, I hope they bring him up to high A. So for those who haven't heard yet, Ronald Acuna Jr. for his ACL, he's out for the year. Super sad. Sucks. But down in the minors, his little brother, Luis Angel Acuna, or on here they're saying Jose Acuna. So I guess we'll see which one he ends up going with. Absolutely killed it this week. Over 5 games this week, he hit .450 with a .478 on base percentage, 800 slugging, 1278 OPS. He hit 2 home runs. He had a double. He had 9 hits in 5 games. He even walked twice and stole 2 bases. So a really good week for the young player and baby Acuna. And love to see it. He's only 19 years old and looks very promising. Has a very similar swing. Check out this home run. I think you'll see a couple similarities between him and Ronald with those swings. Very similar. Absolutely smokes this ball opposite field. Looks like a line drive, but carries all the way out. So clearly has plus power. Player of the week this week in low A for me. Also plays for the Tampa Tarpons along Trevor Hover. Austin Wells, he was the Yankees' first-round draft pick this year. Absolutely demolishes this baseball. This week, Austin Wells, again, he was the 28th overall pick in the last year's draft. Did really great this week. You know, he's been up and down this year and has shined a lot, but he's also been a little inconsistent. This week, he was not inconsistent. This week, over 5 games, he hit .500 with a .682 on base percentage, 1167 slugging percentage, 1848 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 6 hits in 5 games. He walked 7 times on top of that, and he stole a base. Didn't expect to see him stealing bases. He's a catcher. So, really great week for Austin Wells. Definitely deserves MVP honors in low A. All right, jumping straight into high A baseball. We only have 2 performers this week. I put a lot of time looking for someone in high A to add to this list, but these 2 are the only ones that really stood out. It was a slow week in high A for offensive performances. So first one up, Brennan Doyle, top prospect for the Rockies. Someone I really like, someone I've talked about before the season. Had a really good week this week. Over 6 games, he hit .375 with a .423 on base percentage, 1,000 OPS. He had a home run. He had 2 doubles. He had 9 hits in 6 games. He stole a base. And he walked twice. So just a solid week for Brennan Doyle. He's definitely one of the more consistent players on that Spokane team. That's a fun box score to check, though. They have some really good players. Player of the week for me in high A is Josh Bro for the New York Yankees. So back-to-back MVP honors for a Yankees player. Absolutely demolishes this baseball. And it's good to see because he has not really lived up to his second-round draft pick in 2018 yet. So Josh Bro, a little background on him. He was a community college guy. He went to McLennan Community College in Waco, Texas. He was drafted in the second round in 2018. Someone that I really liked. Being someone who also played in community colleges, a lot of guys who dominate in community college are actually really good players. And I thought initially Josh Bro was that guy. So I have a little bit of his stuff as far as his baseball cards. And honestly, his first year, he wasn't that bad. He hit 271 with 13 home runs. It wasn't bad at all. For a college guy, we'd like to see a little bit more. But this year, he started off super slow, and I was like, man, Josh Bro's really not doing it. He has absolutely been on fire the past couple weeks, and this week being his best week of the year. This week, over 5 games, he hit 476 with a 476 on base percentage, so no walks. He was swinging at everything this week, and he didn't have to walk. He had a 1238 slugging percentage, 1714 OPS. He hit 5 home runs, 3 of them coming in one game. He hit 1 double. He had 10 hits in 5 games on top of 5 home runs. Again, no walks. He had 8 RBIs. Just a super solid week. Definitely deserving of high A honors for MVP. Amazing week for Josh Bro, and it's good to see. He's a big kid. I think he's going to be really solid. I think he could honestly end up being the catcher for the Yankees moving forward. Austin Wells, who we talked about earlier, he's more versatile. He can play different positions. I really see Josh Bro as just a catcher. Let's jump straight into AA baseball. Elliott Ramos absolutely destroys this baseball. No doubter. Really solid week for Elliott Ramos. Elliott Ramos is a player I've talked about before the season. Someone I thought honestly would be on the team by now in the pros. He started off really hot this season and then slumped really hard. And it looks like he's back up on the upward trend over 5 games this week. He hit 381 with a 381 on base percentage, so no free bases this week. 1286 OPS. He had 3 home runs. He had 8 hits in 5 games. He had 2 doubles on top of that. And he stole base. So a really solid week to start off our AA recap. He plays for the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Next up, Mason Martin. He was our AA MVP last week, and he is continuing to crush this week. This opposite field home run was beautiful. The dude has so much power, and he's getting up there and close to the leader for home runs in the minor leagues. Mason Martin, over 6 games this week, he hit 391 with a 462 on base percentage, of 1400 OPS. He had 4 more home runs this week, 9 hits in 6 games. He also walked twice, even got beans. So really good week for Mason Martin. He now has 16 home runs, and again, this is someone who last week I talked about him. He started off really slow power-wise, and now he's up to 16 home runs. Griffin Conan's leading with 20 in the minors overall. Griffin Conan almost made the video this week in high A, but he hit 180. He hit 3 home runs, but he hit 180. So Mason Martin, incredible week. He's really hot right now, honestly. I don't know what the Pirates' plan is for him, but shoot, they should just move him up because he's hot right now. Spencer Torgelson is getting comfortable in AA. Love to see it. Forks up. Absolutely destroys this no-doubter. It's beautiful. Nothing beats a Torgelson no-doubter in my mind. Spencer Torgelson absolutely crushed it this week. He's getting really comfortable in AA, like I said. He's definitely showing why he was that first overall pick. Over 5 games this week, 357 batting average, 471 on base percentage, 1542 OPS. He had 3 home runs. He had a double. He had 5 hits in 5 games. He also walked 3 times on top of that. Spencer Torgelson is somebody that once he starts hitting for power, he's not going to stop. And he's clearly doing that now, a couple weeks in a row now in AA. Just really getting comfortable, starting to drive the ball out of the park. I think there's just going to be more to come, honestly. I can't see him slowing down from now. That's just how good of a hitter he really is. Amazing approach. The best college hitter I've ever seen in person. The best. And MVP honors in AA goes to Brennan Davis, top prospect for the Chicago Cubs. Demolishes this baseball. Wasn't even close. Everyone just wanted to watch it. Really solid week. Brennan Davis, this is a player I've also talked about coming into this season, especially with buying his sports cards. There's opportunity there. He started in high A. He currently plays for the AA Tennessee Smokies. And since he got moved to AA, he started off a little slow, but he is definitely getting comfortable. And the past 2 weeks, he's been fantastic in AA. This week, over 5 games, he hit 474 with a 545 on base percentage, a 1545 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 4 doubles, 9 hits in 5 games. He had 8 RBIs on top of that. He walked once. He stole a base. He got beaned twice. Just a little bit of everything, and that's why he deserves MVP honors this week. Obviously, when you hit close to 500 over a week, going to be in the conversation anyways, but Brennan Davis looks really good. He's a big kid, 6'4", 210, second rounder in 2018. Again, he's the top hitting prospect for the Cubs right now. He looks good. Brennan Marsh just coming off injury. First at bat in AAA. Oppo Taco. Brennan Marsh, top prospect for the Angels. He's looking really good. Looking like he's not even going to skip a beat from this injury. Brennan Marsh played 5 games this week. 3 of them were in rookie ball for a rehab stint, but they immediately brought him up to AAA. Again, first at bat was a home run. So I felt like he is deserved to talk about this week. Played really well in those 2 games in AAA as well. But over the 5 games he did play coming back from his injury, he hit 400 with a 520 on base percentage, a 1320 OPS. He had 9 RBIs. He had 1 home run, 2 triples, 1 double, 8 hits in 5 games. He also walked 5 times and stole a base. So Brennan Marsh, I put him first this week because part of it was in rookie ball, but still looked really good in AAA when he came up. Good to see because a lot of people are really high on Brennan Marsh, and a lot of people think the Angels need to bring him up, and the Angels could really use another bat. So really good week for Brennan Marsh. Kyber Ruiz, he was our MVP last week in AAA. Absolutely demolishes this baseball. He's on fire right now. Kyber Ruiz this week over 5 games hit .350 with a .458 on base percentage, 1,000 OPS. He had 3 RBIs, hit a home run, hit a double, had 7 hits in 5 games. He also walked 4 times, and I think that's a big factor right now with him, why he's doing so well. Is he's taking pitches and he's taking those free bases when they give him, and he's swinging at better pitches because he did not look great at the beginning of the season, but last week and this week now, really solid stuff. And we are rounding out AAA with our MVP this week, Jo Adele, another Angel that a lot of people are excited about. Jo Adele's just a freaky athlete. He really is, and he's a really good prospect for the Angels. He just does a little bit of everything. He is second in the minor leagues in home runs. He has 18. That was his 18th one that I just showed you. Just an opposite field laser beam. Over 6 games this week, he hit .370 with a .370 on base percentage, 926 OPS. He had 1 home run, 2 doubles, 10 hits in 6 games. He had 4 RBIs, and he even stole a base. So AAA, similar to High A, a lot of these top prospects are going to the futures game, and just the performance this week in AAA was a little lackluster, I will say. So MVP honors to Jo Adele. Really solid week. Jo Adele's been picking it up. He has been lacking a little bit in the hitting department outside of hitting home runs. He really hasn't had a high batting average. So seeing him hit .370 this week was really great. Definitely deserves MVP honors. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for the Week 10 minor league recap. Again, as always, if I forgot anybody, didn't talk about somebody, I really tried to check every top prospect this week. There was just a couple of the divisions that were lackluster this week. So let me know if I forgot anyone. Put them in the comments below. Drop their stat lines for anyone watching this video and myself. You know, I'm human. I miss people. So if you guys like these recaps, want me to keep making them, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a ton. Thank you all for watching, and you have a great rest of your day. See ya!